the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, Coach Dave Yeager on the bench for the Grizzlies, as always. He's a coach who completely embodies the roster and franchise that he works for. Kenny, what can you say about Yeager's approach and how he handles his team?
He's not a guy that's going to be flapping his arms around. He's very quiet, hardworking, probably overlooked on how good a coach he is because his demeanor is so calm. But he's got a very practical approach, everything he does. He's not flashy, but he's very effective, guys.
He embraces analytics, and he wants things to be backed up with facts when he's making his decisions.
Do you embrace analytics as well, Dr. O'Neal?
No, I do not.
Why not?
No such thing.
What do you mean?
No such thing.
Sure there is.
It's not.
There's advanced stats, analytics.
What did you look at? What did you look at?
Smats.
What did you look at?
I looked at you in your eye.
And said if you could play, you could play.
I looked at you in your eye and determined if you were going to be barbecue chicken, fried chicken, or souffled salmon.
When you look at me in my eye, what do you see?
Lasagna.
You guys are making me hungry again.
Let's go to Kevin
You
Harlan.
look Italian today, Ernie.
It's Memphis and the Denver Nuggets. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Tip-off goes to Denver. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Moutier. The step-back jumper is good. Moutier's got the game going with his first points of the game for Denver.
And really, the Grizzlies might have dropped to 5th in the West in the final week, but they were near the top for most of last season. Often could be found in that 2 spot.
Now, here's Gasol. Moutier with her rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's a screen. Screen by Fareed. Moutier kicks to 4. He got right to the cup using that screen. The Grizzlies did slip late in the West, Greg, as you said. Still, Clark, 35-17. That record in the conference was 3rd best.
And even more impressive was the fact that the Grizzlies played their best when playing the other top teams. They went 16-11 against the other Western Conference playoff teams.
Green lets it go from the baseline and nails it. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I caught up with Coach Dave Yeager. I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Fareed. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guys, an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thank you, Doris.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Fareed setting the pick for Moutier. Pass to Fareed. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Gasol. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gasol a screen. And it's Conley penetrating. Dishes it to Randolph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And the second free throw, good.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Now we know the Marcus All was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark all along most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
Marcus All, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
And both free throws good for Lee.
Oh, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
Now, here's Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Conley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Man, oh man, you think about Mike Conley and how his shooting form has improved. I actually enjoy watching him shoot the ball now.
Now, here's Moutier. D right on him. That's good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Conley dishes to Lee. Pass to Gasol. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 3. Now here's Moutier. Fareed, a screen on Conley. Off the pick. A second chance effort. And Fareed finishes inside.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, for the Nuggets, it seemed to come out of the blue for their players. They all felt fresh, but the press release would say they needed rest. So obviously a bit of miscommunication there.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Hickson comes in for Wilson Chandler. Barton's checked in for Randy Foye. And Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. White, he's checked in for Randall. Barnes comes in for Green. Tony Allen's checked in for Lee. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Nurkic. Baseline J on the way. And Gasol sends it back. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Nelson left side. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Hickson. Barton. But they recover it. Gallinari against Barnes. Back to Hickson. And again, Denver no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Good looking screen by Gasol. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. And Denver the other way now. 13 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Udrich kicks to right. And there's the feed to Barnes. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Here's Barton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the right side. Gallinari against Barnes. And it's Gallinari missing.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Here's Gasol, and he can't bank that one in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 5. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5.
You know, the Nuggets could create their offense, but they still would have trouble knocking down the shots. Just didn't have a lot of dead-eye laser shooters. Every field goal attempt with them was an adventure.
Faried and Nurkic in the middle. Moutier out there at 4. And it's Chandler in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Now, here is Foye, covered by Lee, and Foye kicks to Moutier. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Kenneth Faried. First team foul.
And here are the Grizzlies with it. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Picked by Randolph. Conley kicks to Carter. Five on the clock. Fires from the line. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nuggets did have their problems on the offensive end, too. Something that's rare for them, hitting the open shot, the mid-range shot, and beyond being one of them.
You know, Kevin, how about being last in the league in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage? I mean, got a good amount of looks that way, but really struggled shooting only 34% in those situations.
Now, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Mudiay, can be a game-changing player, was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 5-point game.
And how about Mudiay, guys? He has a very interesting upbringing. Born in the Congo, grew up in Texas, then spent last season in China. Already a very well-traveled young man for a player of his age. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple. And you know, with Mudiay, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and is a natural playmaker for his squad.
Free throw good, Wilson Chandler.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, and yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
He hits both from the stripe. You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. Remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential.
Now, here's Mudiay. Jeff Green missing his last shot. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Foy with it. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. Lee's got 7 points.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Mudiay passed to Foy. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Green, the screen. Feeds to Randolph. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Foy with it. He's picked up by Lee. Now, here is Foy. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Green against Chandler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Grizzlies. Allen comes in for Courtney Lee. And the pass to Gallinari. He dishes it to Hickson. Here's Moutier, and he gets it to go. Moutier's got 6, and the Grizzlies leading by 3. Conley kicks to Allen, pass to Gasol. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
There's no doubt about it in my mind. Marc Gasol is one of the best big men shooters in the league.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Conley. There's the dish to Ford. Screen by Fareed. Off the pick. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Randolph missing again. The Nuggets trail by 3. Foy dishes to Moutier. He feeds it to Gallinari. Lets it go from 14. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 1:26 left to play here in the half. Randolph a screen. Allen right side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Fareed a screen on Allen. Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Releases from the wing and drills.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Conley the pass to Green. He kicks it to Randolph. Takes the turnaround Jay. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Fareed a screen on Conley. Here's Moutier. Takes it off the glass. Moutier's got 8 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Gasol. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Puts it up from 12. Now here's Moutier, defended by Allen. Here's Fareed. Good work defensively by Conley. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Nuggets ahead as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. Some great work in the second quarter as they fought hard and were able to make up the difference and then some, now leading by 1. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, they committed to pounding the ball inside, and they were rewarded for it. Points in the paint. Those kept the defense honest because teams have gotten really good at running the three-point shooters off the line, so getting it inside was a good attack in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Emmanuel Moutier.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively. if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. On the wings, it's Lee and Green. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Well, I tell you, the Grizzlies guys were really dominant in the first half of the season last year, but after the All-Star break, barely played above 500.
Memphis leading. Now Lee, 7 points in the game. And it's Gasol penetrating. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Gasol's got 6.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The shot's good from Fareed.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here's Conley. To the inside. Gasol drives in. And another basket for Memphis.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Memphis known for how tough they are at home, but they were equally tough, Clark, on the road last season.
Yeah, grit and grind travels well, Kevin. I mean, even on the road, they were able to force teams to play at their pace.
The Nuggets with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Barton comes in for Randy Foy. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Memphis also making some changes. Wright comes in for Zach Randolph. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Green. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Nelson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, consistency always a key for the Grizzlies. And when you talk of consistency, how about having the same field goal percentage, whether away or at home?
Now here's Conley off the pick. A baseline J. No good from Lee. Nuggets trail. Chandler kicks to Nelson. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Barton, covered by Lee. Barton dishes to Nelson. 4 on the shot clock. That one wide left.
And you know, to be able to knock down shots on the road the same way you do at home is why the Grizzlies racked up 24 road wins. I mean, it helps when you can attack the basket as they do and work things inside close to the rim.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Chandler with a screen for Nelson. Dishes it to Chandler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And we've seen it all, guys. The Nuggets have been in free fall the last couple years. Part of that is their play at home, where GA, they used to be invincible.
You remember back in the day, Kevin, I mean, one of the most difficult places to play was in Denver. I mean, you're dealing with the thin air, but that hasn't been the case here of late.
George Karl just prided his team on what they did at home.
You know, Denver ended with a 19-22 record at home last season, and that's a far cry from when the Nuggets would typically win 30 or more games at home.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Udrich comes in for Michael Conley. And it's tied up with that one.
And you'd have to go all the way back to their dreadful 2003 campaign to find the last time the Nuggets went below 500 at home. Very strange to see them be just mediocre in this building last season.
And he recovers it. And now the fast break. Nelson with the ball. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And you look at Jameer Nelson, played his first 10 years with Orlando. Then he got traded to the Celtics last season, then again to Denver. That had to be tough for a crafty veteran like him, a tough adjustment.
You know, you look at last year, one of his worst statistically, especially from a field goal percentage standpoint. I really agree with you. I think he was affected by all of the change of scenery and system. Let's look to see him have a bounce back this season.
And, you know, talking about Jameer Nelson, what a blessing and luxury being with the same team for a full decade. I had a short career, only 5 years, was with the same team. Man, I wish I could have played for multiple teams if it would have been a 10 or 12-year career. That would have been cool.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Hickson's checked in. Both free throws good for Nelson.
And when you think of Jameer Nelson, he can still contribute as a team leader. This adjustment happens to everyone as the career starts to wind down, and it's a choice. You can either be a part of the problem or a part of the solution.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Barton. Inside, it's deflected. Gasol with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Barnes. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Barnes has got his second basket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now, here is Nelson. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Chandler from the arc. Denver gets it back. Nurkic. And that one's good. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for Denver. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Jusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally Kevin drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Checked in for Matt Barnes. .133 left in the third quarter. And Udrih kicks to Allen. Right outside. And Carter has it in the corner. Wright sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Takes it from 10. And it's Denver with the rebound. Hickson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Chandler the pass to Hickson. Hickson sets the screen for Nelson. Hickson a screen. Nelson right side. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Carter outside. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. And another miss by Memphis.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Hickson a screen. Nelson outside. On the wing, Chandler. And the shot no good, a bit short. For Memphis, they've gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Udrich, looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Gasol. The jump hook, that's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. For 3, Nelson. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They lead by a bucket. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Nugget shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Filling out the wings, it's Foy and Gallinari. Hickson is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Moutier in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Foy. Another shot. The shot will not go. And Memphis the other way now. Outside Conley. Randolph, a screen on Gallinari. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. To the middle. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
And Zach Randolph drops them both.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Now, here is Gallinari. Hickson up top. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Moutier, no good. Well, last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. Greg, they were 30-52.
You know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face it. I mean, Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either.
Denver with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Gallinari against Barnes. And Gallinari kicks to Moutier. Hickson a screen. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The feed to Gallinari. There's the pass to Faried. Here's Hickson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And Memphis making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Conley kicks to Lee. To the left wing. Memphis moving it around. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Randolph against Hickson. Offensive rebound.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
On the wing, Green. Gallinari covering. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting for Denver, Jeff Green, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
They've been on fire from the free throw line, and that efficiency has really propelled them forward.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for J.J. Hickson. And Jeff Green drops them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Now, here is 4. That's good.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. A nice shot by Gasol.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Screen by Fareed. Moutier dishes to Fareed. Fareed a screen on Green. The high post shot. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to a single point after the basket from Gallinari.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
To check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Fareed.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Chandler, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
Nurkic against Gasol. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
Chandler, the pass to Moutier. Down low. And it's Foy missing.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Feeds it to Gasol. Nurkic with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Foy kicks to Nurkic, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
And so it's Memphis with it. They lead by 1. And Gasol gets it to go.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Moutier, covered by Conley. Moutier, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Conley kicks to Gasol. A baseline J. And the shot is long. Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Moutier, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Shooting for Denver, Emmanuel Moutier. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good for Moutier. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Here's Gasol. Gasol missing again. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Moutier dishes to Gallinari. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. It's good!
He cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
Now on the court, your Oreo Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
Here's Conley. Got it!
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And here's Moutier. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
Well, he shows just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.